Ever wondered if you can grow your own food in the city? Well, that's what urban homesteading is all about. So, what exactly is urban homesteading? It's the art of transforming a typical city dwelling into a self-sufficient haven. Picture your apartment's balcony brimming with fresh herbs, vegetables, and even fruits. Imagine the joy of picking your own salad greens or plucking a juicy tomato right off the vine for your dinner. Urban homesteading isn't just about growing food. It's about embracing sustainability, reducing waste, and reconnecting with nature, even in a concrete jungle. It's about taking small steps towards self-reliance and making the most of what you have. From composting kitchen scraps to harvesting rainwater, the potential benefits of urban homesteading are immense. Not only does it provide fresh, organic produce, but it also brings a sense of accomplishment and connection to the earth. Now let's take a step back in time and see how all of this started. Urban homesteading didn't just spring up overnight. It has a rich history that dates back to the 19th century. The seeds of urban homesteading were sown during the Industrial Revolution. As people migrated from rural areas to cities in search of work, they brought along their agricultural skills. These urban pioneers found ways to grow food in small city lots, turning their backyards into productive mini-farms. However, it was during the World Wars that urban homesteading really took root. The concept of victory gardens, private and public plots of land used to grow vegetables and fruits, was promoted by governments to increase food production. People from all walks of life rolled up their sleeves and turned every available space into a garden. This not only boosted the food supply, but also instilled a sense of self-reliance and community spirit. The post-war era saw a decline in urban homesteading as convenience took precedence over self-sufficiency. However, the 1970s brought a resurgence of interest in the practice. The Back to the Land movement, fueled by a desire to return to simpler, more sustainable ways of living, saw a new generation embracing urban homesteading. People began reclaiming abandoned city lots, transforming them into community gardens. They started composting, raising chickens, and growing their own food, all within the heart of the city. This movement wasn't just about growing food. It was also about challenging the status quo and asserting a sense of autonomy. Urban homesteaders were not just gardeners. They were revolutionaries, reshaping cities and redefining what it means to be self-sufficient. Fast forward to today, urban homesteading has taken on a new meaning. It's now not just a way to grow food or a political statement, but a lifestyle choice, a conscious decision to live sustainably, to reconnect with the earth, and to take control of one's food supply. It's about creating a healthier, more sustainable future, one backyard at a time. Today, urban homesteading is about much more than just growing your own food. It's a lifestyle. As we delve into the present-day scenario, we see that urban homesteading has truly come of age. It's no longer just about tilling a small piece of land in the backyard or nurturing a few herbs on the windowsill. Instead, it's blossomed into a full-blown movement, with city dwellers everywhere embracing self-sufficiency and sustainability in unexpected and innovative ways. Over the years, urban homesteading has evolved and adapted to a variety of urban environments, from rooftop gardens in bustling cities to vertical farms in compact apartments. With the advancement of technology, new techniques have emerged that make it easier than ever to grow your own food, even in the smallest of spaces. Hydroponics, aeroponics, and aquaponics have turned traditional farming on its head, allowing people to cultivate plants without soil and with significantly less water. But it's not just about the food. Today's urban homesteaders are also embracing other aspects of the homesteading lifestyle. They're raising small livestock, like chickens and bees, right in the heart of the city. They're harnessing the power of renewable energy with solar panels and wind turbines, and they're practicing water conservation with rainwater harvesting systems. And it's not just individuals. Entire communities are getting involved. Urban farms and community gardens are sprouting up in cities around the globe, providing fresh, locally grown produce to communities that otherwise might not have access to it. These initiatives are not only helping to bridge the gap between farm and table, but they're also fostering a sense of community and connection among urban dwellers. In essence, urban homesteading today is about redefining what it means to live in a city. It's about finding balance and harmony with nature, even amidst the concrete and steel of the urban jungle. It's about taking control of our food, our resources, and our lives, and in the process, creating healthier, more sustainable communities. Now you might be thinking, that sounds great, but how do I get started? Starting your own urban homestead might seem daunting, but it's easier than you think. So let's dive right into it. The first step on your urban homesteading journey is to select a suitable location. Whether it's a small balcony, a rooftop, or a tiny backyard, any space can be transformed into a productive homestead. The key here is to ensure that the area you choose receives plenty of sunlight, as most fruits and vegetables require at least 6 to 8 hours of sun per day to thrive. Once you've secured your location, the next step is to plan your garden. This involves deciding what types of crops you want to grow and figuring out where to plant them. A great tip is to start small. You don't need to transform your entire space at once. It's better to begin with a few plants and gradually expand your garden as you become more confident. Now, let's talk about what to plant. This is where you get to be creative. You can choose to grow a variety of fruits, vegetables, herbs, and even edible flowers. However, it's crucial to select plants that are suitable for your specific climate and the amount of sunlight your space receives. It's also a good idea to consider the size of your space. For instance, if you're working with a small balcony, you might want to opt for plants that grow vertically, like tomatoes or cucumbers. Once you've decided what to plant, it's time to roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty. Plant your seeds or seedlings according to the instructions on the packet, and make sure to water them regularly. A great tip for urban homesteaders is to install a drip irrigation system. This not only saves water, but also ensures that your plants get the right amount of moisture they need to grow. Taking care of your plants also involves protecting them from pests. The good news is that you can do this in an eco-friendly way by using natural pest control methods such as companion planting, where you plant certain crops together to deter pests, or by attracting beneficial insects to your garden. Lastly, it's essential to remember that urban homesteading involves more than just growing food. It's about adopting a lifestyle that's more self-sufficient and sustainable. This could mean composting your kitchen waste, harvesting rainwater, or even keeping a few chickens if your local laws allow it. And there you have it, a step-by-step guide to starting your own urban homestead. The journey might require some hard work and patience, but the rewards are well worth it. Picture this: stepping out onto your balcony or into your backyard and picking fresh organic vegetables for your dinner. Now, isn't that a satisfying thought? Remember, urban homesteading is not just about growing food, it's about being self-sufficient and living sustainably. So there you have it. That's urban homesteading in a nutshell. We've journeyed together from the roots of urban homesteading, tracing its history back to the days when city dwellers first began to embrace a simpler, more sustainable way of life. We've seen how the practice evolved over the years, shifting from a fringe movement to a mainstream trend that's capturing hearts and minds everywhere. We've explored the present state of urban homesteading, how it's flourishing in cities across the globe. We've seen rooftops transformed into gardens, balconies brimming with herbs and vegetables, and backyards turned into mini poultry farms. We've witnessed the growing appeal of this lifestyle, offering a slice of countryside living in the heart of the city, a way to reconnect with nature without leaving the urban jungle. We've delved into the practicalities of starting your own urban homestead. We've discussed how to plan your space, whether it's a tiny apartment balcony or a sprawling rooftop. We've shared tips on choosing the right plants, managing your compost, keeping small livestock, and making the most of every square inch. We've highlighted the importance of patience, learning from mistakes, and celebrating small victories. Urban homesteading is more than just a hobby. It's a movement, a mindset, a commitment to sustainability and self-reliance. It's about taking control of your food source, reducing your carbon footprint, and nurturing a deeper connection with the earth. It's about embracing the challenges, enjoying the process, and reaping the rewards of your hard work. As we conclude, remember that urban homesteading is a journey, not a destination. It's a continually evolving process filled with discovery, growth, and satisfaction. It's a testament to the power of human ingenuity and the resilience of nature. With a little bit of effort and dedication, you too can have your own urban homestead. It's time to roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty. Happy homesteading!